Once upon a time, in a lush green garden, lived a little worm named Wiggles. Wiggles wasn't like the other worms. He loved to explore and dreamt of seeing the world beyond the soft soil and tall grass. His friends and family often teased him, saying, "Worms belong underground, Wiggles. You'll never make it out there." But Wiggles was determined. One sunny morning, he poked his head out of the ground and wiggled his way to the surface. The garden was alive with color and sound. Birds chirped, flowers swayed in the breeze, and bees buzzed busily from bloom to bloom. Wiggles felt a surge of excitement and set off on his grand adventure. As he wiggled along the garden path, Wiggles came across a tiny ant named Antonia. She was struggling to carry a breadcrumb much larger than herself. "Hello, Antonia. Need some help?" Wiggles asked. Antonia looked up and smiled. "That would be wonderful, Wiggles. This breadcrumb is for our ant hill feast, but it's so heavy." Wiggles coiled his body around the breadcrumb and helped Antonia push it along. Together they managed to get it back to the ant hill. The ants cheered for Wiggles, grateful for his help. "Thank you, Wiggles," Antonia said. "You're a true friend. If you ever need help, just let us know." Feeling proud, Wiggles continued his journey. Soon he reached a bubbling brook. The water sparkled in the sunlight, but it was too wide for a little worm to cross. Wiggles felt a bit disheartened until he saw a family of frogs nearby. "Excuse me, Mr. Frog," Wiggles called out to the largest frog. "Could you help me cross the brook?" Mr. Frog smiled kindly. "Hop on my back, little worm. I'll take you across." Wiggles climbed onto Mr. Frog's back, and with a mighty leap, they landed safely on the other side. Wiggles thanked Mr. Frog and continued on his way, eager to see what lay ahead. As the sun began to set, Wiggles came upon a beautiful flower garden. The flowers were tall and bright, and the air was filled with their sweet fragrance. Wiggles decided to rest under a large sunflower, feeling a bit tired from his adventure. Just as he was about to drift off to sleep, he heard a soft sobbing sound. Following the sound, he found a butterfly named Bella, who had a torn wing. "What's wrong, Bella?" Wiggles asked gently. Bella sniffled. "I was flying too fast and got my wing caught on a thorn. Now I can't fly, and I'm afraid I'll never get home." Wiggles thought for a moment and remembered the ants. "Wait here, Bella. I have an idea." Wiggles hurried back to the ant hill and explained Bella's predicament to Antonia. The ants quickly gathered some silk threads they had been storing and followed Wiggles to the flower garden. Working together, Wiggles and the ants carefully mended Bella's wing with the silk threads. Bella fluttered her wings and smiled with joy. "Thank you, Wiggles. You're my hero," Bella said, giving Wiggles a gentle kiss on his cheek. As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Wiggles realized it was time to head back home. With Bella's guidance, he made his way back to the garden where he had started his adventure. When he returned, his friends and family gathered around, eager to hear his tales. Wiggles shared his stories of helping Antonia, crossing the brook with Mr. Frog, and mending Bella's wing with the ants' help. Everyone listened in awe and admiration. From that day on, Wiggles was no longer teased. He was known as Wiggles the Brave, the little worm who dared to dream big and made friends wherever he went. And Wiggles continued to explore, knowing that with a kind heart and a bit of courage, anything was possible. And so, in the lush green garden, Wiggles lived happily ever after, inspiring all the other worms to be brave and kind, just like him.